There's no shortage of things to do out in LA while all of those Georgia fans wait to cheer on their team. Atlanta News First, Rob Hughes and Ella Dorsey continue our live coverage this morning at the Santa Monica Pier. Rob, good morning.
Megan, good morning. You would not believe our luck out here on Santa Monica Pier. Not only is there a sunrise of the century for us to enjoy, we thought we struck gold with that. Well, we really struck gold and got lucky to run across Stetson Bennett. You might know that name. You should. He's the quarterback of the Georgia Bulldogs. But we have his dad here, Stetson Bennett III. Mr. Bennett, I can't even believe how lucky we are to be out here, and we just happened to run across you. Your son is the star of this team. There's a lot of good players, but certainly he's led this team this year and last. How cool is it to be his dad and be along on this ride with him?
Yeah, it's a great story. I mean, you know, just to have the dream, to have the vision, to come up with a plan and just work the plan. I tell everybody it's a testament to two things. One, how good the Lord is. He's so faithful to my family, and also hard work. You know, when you've been told you can't do something, you know, it's really not up to them. Just go to work.
So obviously is his dad, the trials and tribulations he's gone through are well documented. Goes to Georgia, goes to junior college, comes back to Georgia. Kirby Smart, his staff have talked about how they tried everything they could to keep him from playing, not really intentionally, just because they wanted to make him prove it. He did that, led him to a national championship this year. You're on the cusp of back-to-back. I'm assuming he made a lot of phone calls to you when times were hard. What were those phone calls like?
Yeah, there were some frustrations. There were some times where just elation about how well he did at practice, and you know, but you know, we never called the coaches. We never, you know, it was like you want it, you know, keep working, get up and go to work, keep your mouth shut and keep your back bent and go to work. That's kind of, you know, down at Georgia Southern, and he was at Georgia, Irk Russell said he liked those players that had a bad case of the wants. Well, that's exactly what little man, he's got a bad case of the wants.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And you know what? He was doubted. You know, he's not 6'4" with a rocket arm. Now, I'm sure he'd tell you that he does have plenty of arm strength. But what do you think about this game come Monday night? I mean, there's a lot on the table there for the Bulldogs and certainly your son.
Yeah, we've been. I graduated in 1996 from University of Georgia, and you know, been season ticket holder since that day. And so I'm not just here as a daddy; I'm here as a fan as well. And you know, we waited 41 years, and I got to see most of those years. And so to get to see not only Georgia reach the pinnacle, but have your son there is a really special time. And having the opportunity to play a really good TCU team. You know, we got the opportunity to meet the Duggins when at the Heisman ceremony, and great family, and just great young man, and his story is kind of similar to Stet's as well, but it's going to be an awesome day and a great weekend, and we've got a beautiful place here to do it.
Mr. Bennett, thank you so much for taking the time for this live interview. What a stroke of luck, guys. We come out here to enjoy this beautiful sunrise at Santa Monica Pier, tell you about one of the coolest destinations in all of LA, and we just happen to run across the star of the show, Stetson Bennett IV's dad, Stetson Bennett III from Blackshear, Georgia. Guys, can't believe it. Megan, what a cool story, right? Stetson's story was one we followed for years, and here he is with his Bulldogs on the cusp of a second national championship back-to-back.
Rob, we were hanging on every word back here. This is so unique. What an interesting perspective we just got from Mr. Bennett.